morning all. Welcome to the 8th session of Teaching Aptitude for NTA NET Exam 2019. In this session, we will be discussing about e-learning. There will be a detailed discussion on the basic aspects of e-learning, and also we will be covering what is Swayam Prabha and all of the schemes which are included in the new syllabus of NTA NET 2019. Now let's see the features of e-learning. It is an online multimedia environment in which teacher and learner interacts one-to-one. So there will be direct individual interaction, more interactivity than in a normal classroom, and it will be varied based on the classroom size. Then it is a learner-centered mechanism, and learner monitoring and grading systems can be adopted in order to facilitate better coaching programs. As we said, e-learning is a learner-centered platform. In a true learner-centered environment, the learner is the beginning and end point of the learning process, and the learner's needs and wants are the focus of the entire program. Teacher will design all the tools available in such a way that which will satisfy learner's needs. The instructor adjusts to the student. That is basic feature of e-learning program. The quality of instruction is measured against standards. The student is an active partner in the learning process, so you can assure a two-way communication process. The course is continually renewed through feedback from learners. So based on the free feedback, we can reframe the entire structure. E-learning is a learner monitored program. Learners learn to assess their own progress. So their progress is assessed by the learners himself. So helping learners to identify the progress they have made, to understand what they have achieved and what they need to do next to make progress towards their goals and qualifications. So the entire program is designed in such a way that it will be learner centered as well as learner monitored. So what is the next need of the learner and where the learner stands? All these things will be the basic things that will design the entire learning program. Next is grading system. In a grading system, learners are placed in ability bands that represents a range of scores. It reflects on the individual learner's performance in the form of certain level of achievement in relation to the whole group of learners. So there will be a comparison, and learner can identify at what point or in what position the learner has been able to be. Now let's see the difference of e-learning and web-based learning. In e-learning, it is mostly associated with activities involving computers and interactive networks simultaneously. So that it is not about computers alone. It includes interactive technology as well, interactive network as well. So the computer does not need to be the central element of activity or provide learning content. However, the computers and the network must hold a significant involvement in the learning activity. So in e-learning, it is a combination of computers as well as interactive networks. When it comes to web-based learning, is associated with learning materials delivered in the web browser, including when the materials are packed on a CD drive or a pen drive or any other multimedia disk. So in web-based learning, it is just a transfer. It's just a transfer of learning materials through the web browser. In e-learning, it is totally different that computers and internet facilities jointly used. Next concept is online learning. In online learning, it is associated with the content readily accessible on the computer. The content may be on the web or internet, or simply installed on a pen drive or CD-ROM or computer hard disk. In online learning, if we are searching something on the internet or we are learning from Wikipedia, all these are the examples for online learning. E-learning as a concept developed by Bernard Laskin in 2001, he explained E as a exciting, energetic, enthusiastic, emotional, extended and educational platform. So e-learning is internet-enabled learning. It is a storehouse of education, information, communication, training, knowledge and performance management. Now let's see the benefits of e-learning. E-learning is convenient in the sense that it can be served without anyone's help, or it is on demand, private learning is possible, self-paced, flexibility. These are the basic advantages of e-learning. Then comes media richness. Media richness means the content available through internet is so wide that we can serve anything through the e-learning process. Then comes repeatability. The number of times the same lecture can be learned is infinite. Then next point is easier to monitor the process. So less administrative work is required. We can monitor it with the help of modern technology, and our development can be assured. Next is consistency. There is a central control of the content, so the same quantity and quality can be ensured every time, and which will facilitate a concept called education for all. Next is delivery methods of e-learning. There are different delivery methods for e-learning. First one is synchronous method, second one is asynchronous method, then instructor-led method or instructor-led group, then self-study with subject expert, web-based blog, wiki, forum, means Wikipedia or for web-based blogs on some specific topics. Then computer-based, that may be through pen drive or CD-ROM. Then video or audio streaming. All these are the different modes by which e-learning can be delivered. Among the different modes, we will be discussing synchronized learning and asynchronized learning. In synchronized learning, within the synchronized learning platform, learning and teaching takes place in real time, while trainer and learners are physically separated from each other. So there may be if a live lecture is given from Delhi to a person in Tamil Nadu. So that's an example for synchronized learning. Examples include listening to a live radio broadcast or watching live a television broadcast or audio video conferencing, then online lectures, two ways live satellite broadcast. All these are the examples for synchronized learning. Next type, asynchronous learning. In asynchronous learning, the trainer prepares the courseware material before the course takes place. That means the learner is free to decide when he wants to study the courseware. It includes the self-paced courses taken via internet or CD-ROM, videotaped classes, stored video or audio web presentations or seminar. The classes given by Process Study Circle is an example for asynchronous learning because we are creating the platform and we are delivering the entire coursework through maybe through YouTube or through our WhatsApp groups. So all these are the example for asynchronous learning where the learner gets the freedom to access the material anywhere, anytime, or based on his convenience. While introducing an e-learning culture, there are advantages for everyone. Let's see. For a learner, he will be self-directed, he will be self-motivated as well as self-regulating. So it's a process of lifelong learning. He will be able to learn new things whenever he wants to. When, when we compare learner with teacher, teacher can develop knowledge and skills. Understanding learning and its needs facilitates learning and create learning opportunities. So a teacher can develop himself and can use better methods of teaching, and also he will be able to introduce new topics in a better way. And then in the case of an administrator, he can create learning environment, provide an ICT infrastructure and resource for long-term learning. These are the basic features provided by an administrator. Now it's time to compare classroom learning with e-learning. Now let's compare e-learning with traditional learning. In e-learning, it can help you to save money in development, travel, and time. Great for specific and concise topics. Students can take learning from anywhere as well as anytime. Takes 40 to 60% of time less than classroom instructions. Better for remote travel or high turnover population. Student can pause, reread, or test out of any content. When it comes to traditional learning, better use of time for highly complex information. If the information is highly complex, you cannot use e-learning. Then great for collaborative topics. Student can ask questions or role play situations. So creative situations may not be possible through e-learning. Then it can help students feel more valued because there will be live lectures. So it is more free for students. Then students learn from each other. Teamworks are possible. Highly skilled trainers can adopt information for students. So it is not based on the it is not only on the syllabus based information. The trainers will be able to provide additional information from the areas of their knowledge. Now let's see the initiatives in India. In the e-learning initiatives, there are some schemes that is specified by NTA this time. So we'll be discussing about these schemes in detail. So first scheme is SOYAM. SOYAM is an online platform of the Ministry of Human Resource Development through which online programs and courses will be offered to the students in India. SOYAM platform server will be based in India, and US universities will be invited to offer postgraduate academic programs with certification on SOYAM platform. Here you need to know the collaboration with US universities. That is important for us. Then each American university will share courses created by its top educators. The cooperation program will be integrated to strengthen the national mission on education through the use of ICT. So ICT in education is important for us. So this SWAYAM scheme introduced in India is very important for us this time. Next scheme is Swayam Prabha. Swayam Prabha is a group of 32 DTH channels devoted to telecast high quality educational programs on 24 into 7 basis using the GSAT 15 satellite. Every day there will be a new content for at least 4 hours, which would be repeated 5 more times in a day, allowing the students to choose the time of their convenience. The TTH channels will cover the following. There will be programs on higher education. That will be curriculum based on the postgraduate and undergraduate level courses of arts, science, commerce, performing arts, social science, humanities, and so on. Next, school education, that is from 9th level to 12th level. Then curriculum based courses that can meet the needs of lifelong learners of Indian citizens in India or abroad. And they also provide assistance to students preparing for competitive exams. And next topic that is mentioned in our syllabus is MOOC. MOOC means Massive Open Online Course. It's a program created in order to facilitate distance learning in India. Let's see. MOOC, a massive open online course, is an online course aimed at unlimited participation and open access via internet. In addition to the traditional course materials such as filmed lectures, readings, and problem sets, many MOOCs provide interactive courses with the user forums to support community interactions among students, professors, and teachers, teaching assistants, as well as immediate feedback to quick quizzes and assignments. So it's an interactive platform created in such a way that online and distance education will be promoted. MOOCs are a recent and widely researched development in distance education, first introduced in 2016 and emerged as a popular mode of learning in 2012. So that's all for the day. Thank you very much. If you wish, you can join us for our WhatsApp study groups. For more details, you can WhatsApp me at 9447 382057. Thank you.